Welcome back to Grow a Garden, and in this video I'm going to show you how I became a trillionaire overnight. And on my quest to become a quadrillionaire in this game, I'm going to show you the best method. I'm going to show you the first method, which is what people are doing in this game. Then I'm going to show you an easy method you can do without even having any plants at all. I'm going to show you the plants that we're going to use. I'm also going to show you the pets we need to equip. And I'm going to show you how long it takes to actually become a multi-quadrillionaire in this game. So make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you want to win some of my giveaways. So the plant I'm using to make a lot of money, as you can see, I have 9 trillion right now, and I'm going to try and get the quadrillionaire within the next couple days, is a honeysuckle. If you don't have one of these honeysuckle seeds, you can also use candy blossom, works very well, and also one of the moon plants. Now you might be wondering, how did I even get this honeysuckle? Because if you look through my garden, I have no honeysuckles whatsoever. In fact, most of the stuff in my garden is not even that valuable, not the money we're talking about here. We're gonna make trillions of dollars per fruit, and none of these fruits that I have in here, even though I got a lot of stuff, none of them are worth $1 trillion. So you might be wondering, how did I get this? Did someone give it to me? Well, no, actually no one gave it to me. I actually got it just by being in the map. First method I'm going to show you here is what my boy Z's doing. It's called the AFK method with an alt. Then I'm going to show you how to do the easy method. It's not as complicated as what Z's doing. So Z has one of these plants in here, and he's got it pretty big. I think this thing's running about 65 kilograms, and look at all the mutations it has on it. So what Z did is he had one of these seeds and he planted just one plant. Then he used a watering can, a basic sprinkler, a godly sprinkler. Oh, thanks, Z. He actually gave me one, but that's not the method. I mean, he could give you one, but that's not the method. So what he did is he planted one of these. Then he used every sprinkler he had all at the same time. He dropped all the sprinklers and then left the game. Came back 2 hours and boom, it was 65 kilograms already. It only takes 2 hours to get this plant grown that big. Now, once you have one that is about 60 to 70 kilograms, you're talking about just with no mutations whatsoever, this plant is worth $40 to $50 billion. Then you're going to stay AFK in here and wait for all the events. You're also going to put a lightning rod, maybe a bee, and something like that to get all the mutations. To get the sun-dry mutation, you're going to use this sun panel or this tanning mirror to get the mutation. You're going to use bees to get it pollinated. You're going to wait for a windstorm like this to get the wind struck. I'm not going to go over all the mutations. Oh, looks like we have 2 events going on at the same time. Let's go. That's going to take a little longer to get all these mutations done. Probably about, say, 2 days. Twisted, right now it's already twisted. Shocked, you're going to put a lightning rod. Zombified is going to probably take you a while. The burnt is pretty easy to get. Zombified probably going to take you a while. Either way, here we just got a bloodlit. The bloodlit just happened. You're going to wait for a blood moon. And lucky for us, we're actually getting double mutations right now, which is pretty sick. The frozen's going to be pretty easy, and the windstruck's going to be pretty easy to get. Once you got all those mutations, you're going to see that this plant is worth a lot of money. Let's ask Steve how much the one I'm holding is actually worth. Okay, this is worth 41 billion right now. Now, if you have candy blossoms with all these mutations, it's obviously going to be a little bit more. I've actually sold candy blossoms worth $1 trillion each. That's not the point I'm trying to make here, is the actual value of the fruit. It's how many you need to get and how fast you can get them. So once they're grown, you're going to drop in your alt. You're going to actually do this on your alt, and then we're going to drop something that's going to help us farm them. If you pick this plant right now, it will be gone. So how do we get multiple of these plants without picking it so it doesn't disappear and have to regrow all over again? Well, you can actually get these plants every few minutes. And what you need to do, if you're doing the AFK method with your alt, is you're going to drop a raccoon. The raccoon's going to steal it every few minutes, and then it's going to give to the only person in the server, which is you, the free plant. But after it steals it, it's still there. It doesn't disappear or get destroyed. It basically clones them over and over and over. Or if you want to decrease the cooldown, we're going to put an octopus. If you have an octopus, which I don't have, but he has one here, every 19 minutes, the octopus will mimic and couples on the ability from another pet and performs its ability. So you just want to put down 2 pets. Although he does have a queen bee down here as well and a couple pets. But if you want this to go really fast, this octopus right here and your raccoon, just put the octopus and the raccoon pet down only. That way the octopus only boosts the raccoon and not any other pet. That'll make this process go a lot faster. Then you just want to stay in the map, put on your auto clicker or your tiny task, and that's it. Every few minutes, the raccoon will steal this plant, walk over to you, and give it to you. Now you're wondering, Big, I don't have those seeds. I don't have a raccoon. I don't have any of this. How am I going to get rich when I can't do this AFK method? I haven't been here long enough. In fact, I haven't even started the game. I have no plants. I'm just a sad, empty farm with nothing. Well, you don't need anything. I'm going to show you how to piggyback on a friend and get all the same stuff he does and become rich without ever even having a plant. Basically, it's called the friend method. If you have a friend that's already doing that, which is about 90% of the players on this game right now, for real. If you have a friend that has either one of these, or I'll show you another friend that has the candy blossom with all the mutations, 13 of them, which was in my last video. You can do it with him as well. You can drop in with any of your friends in a private server. Don't try this in a public server because you're not going to find somebody AFK grinding in a public server. Because I literally could come over here right now and end this man's life by just hitting collect and stealing the whole thing. At that point, it will be destroyed and then Z would have to start all over. So make sure if you do this with somebody, he's a true friend and he's not going to steal from you. Right, Z? I think Z might be macroing right now. I'm not sure. So you're going to drop in a server with a friend that already has this system running right now. Then you're going to come over here and stand by his giant plant that's worth a lot of money. It's a 50-50 split now between me and Z. In other words, every time his raccoon comes in and steals the plant, it's either going to give it to me or Z. That's basically how I got this. His raccoon gave it to me. Your raccoon can steal from your own alt and either give it to you or your friend that's in here. Now you want to speed this process up. Here's how you speed it up. If you have a raccoon, take your own raccoon and drop it. I got to place it in my garden. Now I'm going to increase the process by about 1/3. And the reason I say 1/3 is the raccoon is going to steal now from 2 farms. It's possibly going to steal his big plant and give it to me. Or it might steal something in here as well, which there's a lot of valuable stuff in here as well. If you guys didn't know, Z is a pretty OP player in this game. Don't friend him and try this. It's not going to work. He's not going to friend you, bro. You're going to have to find your own friends. Now my raccoon is going to steal it every once in a while. And his raccoon is actually going to steal him faster because the octopus is going to boost it. That means every 2 to 3 minutes, I'm going to possibly receive one of these honeysuckles. Now I'm going to turn on my auto clicker or my tiny task, and I'll tell you the difference. So I can just sit in here for literally days and get rich. If you're using auto clicker, turn on your auto clicker just to hit the screen like 1 or 2 minutes, and you can just stand here. But if you use tiny task, there's a little bonus you can get while you're doing this. You can set the tiny task right here, open this up, and then set up a little macro to sit there and scroll this, and then hit all the buttons. Boom, boom, boom. And you could collect seeds basically for free. Just set the tiny task, do this, hit this button, hit this 3 times, hit this button, hit this 3 times, hit this button, go 3 times. I would do it 2 or 3 times just to make sure it gets it. You want to keep it as simple as possible to get as many seeds. And then once you get to the bottom, have it scroll all the way back up and then do it again. Hit the button, hit this 3 times. So that means every 3 minutes, you'll get some new seeds. At the same time, the raccoon will be coming over and dropping you one of these gigantic, mega freaking... Right now, the octopus seems to be chasing Z for some reason. I don't know why. To recap, the octopus will boost the raccoon. The raccoon will steal this every few minutes. Or it could steal something from the other farm, but you're hoping it won't. But if your buddy has a raccoon down as well, you're talking about 2 raccoons stealing at the same time. And basically, that's how you become a billionaire really fast. And soon, I will become a quadrillionaire. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and sell this. And I'll take $39 billion. Thank you very much. I'm almost at 10 trillion. And in a few days, check back with me on my channel. I should be a quadrillionaire. Hopefully you enjoyed this method, and I'll see you on the next video. Make sure you subscribe or you're a nub.